All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol HYLN, Hyliion Holdings Corp. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back. And before we jump into this chart, I have a short clip, and I want to apologize in advance to take your time, but it's going to be worthwhile watching because everything that I stated in the previous video has some direct correlation to what we're seeing right now. I'm going to go over everything with you guys, and I have the announcement of my website. I know a lot of people ask me for a members group. I created the website for members, and it's optional. It's called investfortomorrow.com. It's been up and running for a week. There's a nice intro video here to give you an overview of the purpose of the website and looking forward. There's forums and members options. You have to choose one of the members options so that you can gain access to different areas of the website. So I'll leave that up to you guys to go ahead and see it. I'm going to put the link down below. And I want to say thank you for all of you that have stopped by and seen the website. That means a lot to me. Even if you don't join, because it is optional, it means a lot to see you guys, and it speaks in high volumes from your guys' end to take a moment and check out the website and see what's going on over there. I mean, I'm still getting it developed. I've already done a few posts, and there's going to be weekly, monthly posts moving forward. By January, I should have everything ready, and then all the forums are going to be active overall. So I'm excited about that, and thank you for those of you that have joined, and I can't wait to share all the great information through the website and the members groups. All right, so the goal too is to build a community of investors, right? So that we can all learn and grow together and sharpen our knowledge in maximizing profits, minimizing losses, and learn every day something new about finances and investing. So back to Hyliion. I'm going to show you guys the short clip, and we're going to jump right back to Hyliion here in today's chart. Continues these last couple hours of the day, but it's been working its way up. As you can see it here, even though this has been in a sideways movement, the MACD is moving up. Now, if this continues and gets to darker shaded bars, green bars, and if they start picking up, like in this direction in an upward staircase movement, this will then indicate that this could be on its way upwards. Now, the only thing that's holding it down is this indicator right here. And that indicator, when we're below it, it means that the bulls are not having an opportunity to have some momentum. So they need to break through this. It's a really close one, but the MACD is showing some signs of a slight upward movement. And if they can create that true momentum and load up on stocks, the bulls, they can create that staircase effect and work their way up to newer highs. That's what I'm looking at here. It does not signify that this is going up. It's just looking like it's in position to slightly do so. Now they need to cross this, which is seeming a little bit of a difficult task due to the fact that they've been below it since almost the middle of the day. But if they can cross that either early on in the morning or sometime now in the after hours or get closer to it and have the MACD continue this trajectory, this could be on its way to working its way this way and doing that upward movement where we then have our 50-day moving average to know that we're back into bullish territory. So as we saw, right, in the previous video, we were at this point right here. I had stated that in after hours, it needed to break through this indicator. It was slightly below it, and that was the only thing kind of holding it down. And you can see it held it down for a little bit. It slightly broke through it, but it couldn't build momentum till this point. But right away, towards the end of the day, it actually slightly broke through it. And then right there at the beginning of the day, it was already over it. Once it made it over it, it was struggling. But from that point forward, you could see that it started to work its way up with momentum, broke through resistance, broke through the 50-day moving average and everything. As well as the MACD. We were down with the MACD. I had stated that at this point, if it could actually make darker, bars and start that staircase effect, which was really slow, but it started the momentum. And right when we got early on in the day, it started that staircase effect, getting darker bars, and it just continued to work its way up. And I had drawn that this would work its way up. And it certainly did that. These indicators are pretty powerful. They're really good to use. This is why I like doing chart analysis and looking at charts as thoroughly as possible. And everything doesn't mean that it's always going to happen, right? Like I said in the video, this is an indicator. There's the possibility the turnaround is coming soon. It could break out, but it's holding itself slightly below this indicator. That's why it's always good to look at more than one indicator, kind of get an idea and watch the behavior. And as it was working its way up, you have the 50-day moving average to kind of look at it and say, all right, now I broke through the 50-day moving average. If you weren't sure before, that's just a few cent difference. And from that point forward, it just continued to run. So there's many ways to go about chart analysis and to go about seeing them and to go about how you are going to analyze and make a decision as an investor. But I wanted to share that short clip to show you guys what I stated in the last video. I found it very interesting. I wanted to share it with you guys, and it certainly did that. It broke out, broke through the 50-day moving average, broke through resistance, and hit newer highs. And when you think about it, it was already at its lowest point. Now, is this a reversal? I can't say that. We need to continue to look at this closely and watch this and watch the behavior, because this could be a slight breakout and then it's showing signs of coming back down. Now, could the bulls hold themselves up? Well, we're going to look at that in just a moment. I can't wait to see your guys' thoughts on the short clip and what we saw right now happen in the video and where the chart is at now. And I also look forward to seeing your comments on how bullish or bearish you are feeling. So let's go ahead and see this here. So the 50-day moving average. The 50-day moving average is 1846. As long as we're above that, we're in bullish territory. As long as we're below that, we're in bearish territory. Right now we're above it. The bulls are in control. They're dominating this chart, and their goal is to continue dominating it. Well, they need a breakthrough resistance to dominate it. So we're going to look at that in just a moment. Now, what's our support level? Well, this is where it kind of leveled off. The bears tried to appear and the bulls continued to run. That's 1884. If 1884 gets broken through, this could be on its way down to newer lows, newer support levels, and getting further away from resistance and closer to the 50-day moving average, giving leverage to the bears. So it's going to be very important to watch the behavior of this stock if it breaks through 1884, and how is it reacting between support and the 50-day moving average. How quickly is it moving to newer lows, or are the bulls trying to reappear in this area and hold this up from going any lower? Because even though we're still in bullish territory, that is getting one step closer to where the bears want to get, which is crossing the 50-day moving average. So even though it's bullish territory and this support level is above the 50-day moving average, we need to watch closely the behavior of this stock and who is dominating and pulling this down or pulling it back up. Now, on the other hand, we have our resistance. This resistance level here is 1956. If 1956 gets broken through, this could be on its way up to newer highs and new resistance levels. Now, for the bulls to continue this momentum and stay above the 50-day moving average and maintain leverage and stay in control of the chart, they need to break through resistance, turn 1956 into a support, and break away from it. If they accomplish that, they do have another resistance level, which is one of the resistance levels I talked about as this was going down, and is probably one of the most important in the near term. If you wrote it down in the previous videos, I think it was 2063 to 2065, give or take, or 64, but that would be the next point. But before getting there, 1956 needs to be broken through, turn into a support, and the bulls need to break away from it to reach newer highs and new resistance levels. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.